Okay, we're at the Vineyard Hotel today. It's a very important day, it's a very historical day. We've got the owners or the winemakers from Simonsic, Neerlust, Warwick, Vilafonte, who else? Well, it's a star-studded cast, and look at this. Everybody's down here having a good look, and that's the vineyard site right over there that's going to be planted. Of course, we'll be doing some before and after footage, but this is just the before part. Hopefully the Vineyard Hotel is going to give us some lunch, and we'll be able to have something decent to eat and discuss this. We're going to get lots of input from the different wineries, lots of input from the different role players here, and hopefully we can coincide this historic replanting of a vineyard at the Vineyard Hotel with the 350th celebration of wine being made in South Africa.
What we're trying to do here.
Yeah, what are you trying to achieve here?
Well, from our point of view, I've got it written down for a bit later, but from what I'd like to see this generate is a bit of value for our guests. It gives us an additional feature to market the hotel. It will use it for educational purposes, and also connect us to the history of this area. I think from a little bit of research that I've done, this area not too far from here was planted with grapes for the first time in 1655. And in 1659, the first wine was made not far from here. This site that we're on, the vineyard was bought as a lot that had vineyards on it, and the house was built within a vineyard that had 22,000 vines on it. It was producing between 4,500 and 5,500 liters of wine a year, and was made in a cellar next door on Papenboom estate, which was later to become the breweries.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea, the whole thing putting it together with the Vineyard Hotel, and a lot of relevant sort of ideas being thrown around, and some great farms to get participating in it. And I look forward to doing it next year in the 351, when the wine industry is 350 years old. I think it's going to be significant, yeah.
1833, the farm was bought by a gentleman who had a major passion for wine, and he wanted to create to increase the global Cape markets for wine. And so he collected and established a select committee, which he was then elected chairman of, to train and educate people from the wine industry around the peninsula. So all the wine makers and growers came to this space to get training on how to make wine.
I think it brings back a lot of significance, putting vines back here and also combining the families. And it's fantastic that the Vineyard team is bringing this back. Our history is very important to us.
When in 1801, I think, the farm was sold. It was sold to a guy by the name of Extian, who was about to get married. And he bought the farm for his bride-to-be to connect a number of families. And the families that were connected, she came from the Alphen family. And his family were Buiten Verwachter, Fred Constantia, Tokai, and Rustenburg. And in a sense, what we're doing is connecting 5 families here again through this project.
Semillon. It's quite shady over here, and I don't think red will, fulfill in the end all the ripen completely. So some white. We can basically put in 5 rows. 2 on top and 3 on the bottom, a meter apart, and it'll be 100 vines. It'll be spaced out 1 meter by 1.2 meters. So 1.2 meters in the row and 1 meter apart from each other. And we'll just end here in front. So people can walk down and they'll stand in front of the...
It's a fairly loamy soil. Not too bad at all. It's got quite a high clay content.
Go on.
It's all recording, okay.
No, go on.
But it hasn't been fertilized or composted for a long time. So there's no problem with turning it. I shouldn't think there'll be a problem with turning it into organic as well. When we do put compost down here, we'll use an organic compost. and we've only ever used organic fertilizer here, so that's also a plus point as well.
5-star. I mean, you have to work with what they got.
You have this.
So this is a classic walkthrough of the site. You can see the vineyard straight up ahead. This is where it's all going to be planted. You can see it's a little bit wet down here, but the combined talents of the 5 family wineries that are putting this project together are working day and night to get rid of the drainage issues. Also doing some soil samples with BEM Lab. You can see here's another example of moisture, and here's part of the excavation which has been done to make sure that we know exactly what's going on under there. We haven't found any dead bodies or skulls, but I'm sure we can find lots of other archaeologically significant bits here.
I think it's a very good idea for the Vineyard Hotel, which is a family business, to get involved with some of the very well established wine estates that are family owned, and I think it's a wonderful cooperation.